Do I hit start recording as well? Okay. I just did that. Now it has my face up here now. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. I'll do that. We'll do. Thanks. Are you at baseball? Are you at baseball? Okay. Sounds good. I'll see you. Take care. Bye. Bye. We welcome you to College Park, Maryland on this Sunday morning. Third game set between Oregon and Maryland. Oregon has leads this series 2-0. They won 11-0 on Friday, and they won 4-3 in 8 innings yesterday afternoon. We'll get you all set for action from Robert E. Taylor Stadium, moments away on WMUC Sports. Keep it right here.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Maryland Softball Stadium for today's game between the Oregon Ducks and your Maryland Terrapins. For your convenience, complimentary roster cards are available at the marketing table near the main entrance. For the safety of our student athletes and those who come to drinking and alcohol consumption is not permitted. Thank you for your attendance and we hope you enjoy the game. The Big Ten Conference takes great pride in the conduct and good sportsmanship of all Big Ten student athletes and coaches. We encourage you, the spectators, to support your team in a positive manner while showing respect to the participants, team personnel, officials, and other spectators in attendance. The Big Ten Conference has the greatest fans in college sports, and we thank you for your cooperation and support. And attention spectators and facility staff, please be aware of your surroundings throughout the stadium as foul balls and other objects could possibly land in the bleachers and concourse areas. Maryland Softball would like to thank the following corporate partners for their support. Toyota, the University of Maryland Medical System, Planet Fitness, Steamfitter 602, Lido Pizza, and Under Armour. Under Armour is proud to outfit Maryland softball in the world's most innovative training gear. Visit UA.com to see Under Armour's full range of performance gear. We thank all of the sponsors for their support of Maryland softball. And fans, be sure to stay up to date on everything Maryland softball. Make sure to like us on Facebook at Maryland Softball and follow us on X and Instagram at Turk Softball. And Turk fans, mark your calendars. The University of Maryland will host the 2026 Big Ten Softball Tournament May 6th through the 9th right here at Maryland Softball Stadium. Don't miss your chance to catch all the action. Single session tickets start at just $19 and all session passes are available for $64. Head over to big10.org/SB/tournament to secure your tickets now. Don't forget your Turks are back in action right here at Maryland Softball Stadium on Wednesday, April 15th at 6 p.m. against the Howard Bison. Again, that's Wednesday, April 15th at 6 p.m. against Howard. And today is Get your head in the game. Inspired by the 20-year anniversary of High School Musical. Be sure to stop by the marketing table to grab inflatable microphones, pom-poms, and stickers, and listen throughout the game for your High School Musical hits playing throughout the game. And don't forget to stay after today's game to get autographs from your jerks. Autographs will take place on the concourse behind the Maryland dugout following the conclusion of today's game. It's also Trivia Day. We'll be announcing High School Musical themed trivia questions throughout the game, so be sure to pick up an answer sheet at the marketing table. The first person to submit all the correct answers to the marketing table will receive a Maryland prize pack.
Hey, right, big left. Watch out for the pit and keep an eye on the fence. Gotta run and get him guards at the bottom of the hall. Don't be afraid, shoot the outside, Jay. Just keep your head in the game. Just keep your head in the game. Don't be afraid, shoot the outside, Jay. Just keep your head in the game. Gotta put your head in the game. Put your head in the game. Come on, put your head in the game. Make sure to get the rebound. Just wanna get it in the crowd, go wild. Second chance, like rabbits. And it is time to hit the right now. Wait a minute, it's time and place. Wait a minute, get my head in the game.
Yeah, it says it'll wait till it pops up.
What do you need? Get my head in the game. Got get my head in the game. Get my head in the game. Why am I feeling so wrong? My head's in the game, but my heart's in the song. She makes this feel so.
Take a picture of it.
Yeah, do it for him. Your phone. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, get my head in the game. Get my head in the game. My head in the game. Everybody's always talking at me. Everybody's saying, I wanna listen to all your words. Yeah, this is he's not. He's
Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett. We'll take a look at the lineups for both squads. First off with Oregon, they are 31-9, number 18 in the nation, 12-2 in conference. They're in a 7-game winning streak. They last lost against Northwestern back on March 26th. They beat Maryland yesterday, 4-3 in 8 innings. The sac fly by Kalen Jones was the difference maker in the 8th. And from the other side, for the Maryland Terrapins, they're 14-25 overall. They're 1-16 in conference. Their lone conference win is against Rutgers. That was back on March 7th. They will host the Big Ten tournament May 6th through the 9th. They struggle mightily so far here in the Big Ten. I'll let you send down to our PA announcer from National Anthem.
And joining the Maryland softball team on the field is the Maryland Express 12 and under softball team.
Welcome back. I'm Cam Crossett here with you.
Your starting lineup for today's
Ready
game.
for lineups?
The lineups for the Ducks. Batting first and playing right field, number 0, Elon Butler. Batting second, the shortstop, number 3, Kalen Jones. Batting third, the left fielder, number 31, Amari Harper. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 21, Emma Cox. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 11, Ayana Shaw. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 1, Taryn Ho. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 13, Stephanie Maake. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 4, Addison Amaral. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 6, Katie Flannery. The starting pitcher for Oregon today, number 33, Lindsey Grimes. The assistant coaches for Oregon are Sydney Romero and Alyssa Palomino Cardoza. The associate head coach is Sam Marner, and the head coach of Oregon is Melissa Lombardi. All right, Turk fans, get out of your seat and get on your feet. It's time to meet the starting lineup for your Maryland Terrapins. Batting for the shortstop, 26, Travis Wood. Batting second, the right fielder, number 3, Bill Murphy. Batting third and playing first base, number 8, Mariah Penta. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 21, Maddie Benson. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 6, Zayna Rock. Batting sixth, the designated player, number 17, Lee Williams. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 2, Caroline Fox. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 10, Grayson Wilson. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 5, Caitlin Cornwell. The starting pitcher for your Turks today, number 45, Alicia Wiegand. The assistant coaches for Maryland softball, Katie Henderson and Jen Lipicki. And the head coach of your Turks is Lauren Kahn.
See starting lineups as we go over them once more. And for Maryland, we'll have Elisa Wiegand in the circle for the Terps. Wiegand wears the number 45 for Maryland as she is making her 25th start of the season. 3-6 overall with a 4.92 ERA, 64 innings pitched through 42 strikeouts on the season. Maryland in their home reds and Oregon in their away greens with a yellow trim. Maryland honoring the Maryland Express 12U softball girls. They were introduced along with the Maryland Terrapins onto the field. They went along with the players as we will see Elon Butler for the Oregon Ducks be the leadoff batter as we'll get you set defensively around the diamond for the Terps. From left to right in the outfield, it's Gracie Wilson in left, Caitlin Cornwell in center, and Bailey Murphy in right. In the infield, from left to right, Maddie Benson at third, Sammy Woods at shortstop, Jaylee Williams at second base, Mariah Penta at first base, behind the dish and catching, Zayna Rock. And in the circle, Alicia Wiegand. And Elon Butler will lead things off for the Ducks, and we're underway on a early Sunday morning here in College Park. We thank you so much for joining us. The final game of a 3-game set as Butler holds off on that first pitch from Wiegand. Wiegand, 42 strikeouts through 24 games pitched. She last played on March the 23rd against Indiana, where she went 3 innings with 3 strikeouts. As Butler will take that second pitch from Wiegand high and inside for ball 2. Butler leads the Ducks in all categories: home runs, batting average, RBIs, singles, doubles, triples, all of that. And she is the leading scorer for the Ducks as well. Has 48 runs through 40 games for the Ducks, 52 hits, 27 walks, and 7 stolen bases. This is her 41st game of the season. She is the Ducks' leadoff batter for the reason, as she has shown Melissa Lombardi, the head coach for the Ducks, everything she needs as Butler works the walk to start off this ball game.
Texas, number 3, Kaylin Jones.
Up to bat will be Kaylin Jones, the second baseman for the Ducks. She hails from Hetton, Texas. The infielder, the 5'3" sophomore, this will be her 41st game of the season. 379 batting average. With 4 home runs on the season, 26 RBIs, she takes the first pitch from Wiegand. Laid off for a ball to start off the at-bat. Jones has 40 runs on 47 hits, 29 walks, 1 stolen base. That was back on April 5th against Iowa. In yesterday's game, she went 1 for 5. She reached on an infield single, and she was the difference maker with the game-winning sac fly in the 8th inning, which propelled the Ducks to the 4-3 victory here in College Park. As Wiegand hasn't had as many opportunities as she has hoped, that Indiana series, she got the nod in the final game of the 3-game set where they unfortunately got swept by the Hoosiers here at home a few weeks back. She did not play in the road series against Wisconsin or Penn State. She is back at home pitching in the final game of the 3-game series. She is the normal 3rd-game starter for the Terps as she evens the count at 2. Terps are looking to get back on track. Spoke to head coach Lauren Karn on Friday afternoon. She told me it would be a big confidence boost for this team to win at least 1 out of 3 games against the Ducks. The Ducks are the number 18 team in the nation, one of the best teams in the Big Ten. They sit 4th behind Washington, UCLA, and Nebraska. The Terps did play Washington earlier this season out in Seattle. They did get swept 3-0 on March 13th through the 15th. As they did a tremendous job yesterday holding the Ducks to only 4 runs on 6 hits. It's a tremendous job for such a talented Oregon team. They can hit the long ball and hit small ball. And the big part of that is their on-deck hitter, Amari Harper, who we'll see coming up, the left fielder. As now Kaylin Jones still working Wiegand with the 2-2 count as she steps out of the box momentarily as she'll step back in, the count 3-2. Maryland will have their final home series next weekend. The Illinois Fighting Illini come to town. Wiegand loses Jones to the 4-pitch walk through 7 pitches, and there's 2 runners aboard early on here for the Ducks.
Let's see from California, number 31, Amari Harper.
Amari Harper, as mentioned earlier, the left fielder for the Ducks. The power hitter for Oregon through 41 games played, a .386 batting average, 21 home runs, 37 RBIs, is going to third and stealing safely as Alon Butler. It's 37 RBIs for Harper, 33 runs on 41 hits, 22 walks, and 1 stolen base. She was 0 for 4 yesterday with one walk. As Lauren Karn and her staff is going to come out to talk to Wiegand in the circle. As Wiegand struggling early, giving up those 2 early walks to both Jones and Butler. We'll take a break here on WMEC Sports. Keep it right here from College Park. Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett here with you after that mountain visit. Wiegand is back in the circle. She's throws to Harper. The count's 2-0. Harper looking to bring home the runners on the base pass for the Ducks. Here's the pitch from Wiegand. Harper takes a strike, count 2-1. We saw yesterday Harper did not have a strong outing, went 0 for 4. A couple of fly balls, 1 walk. Did not get on the base pass. That was a win for the Terps. as she is the #1 hitter for the Ducks. Leads the top of the Big Ten with 37 RBIs, 21 home runs, as she works the walk. So the Ducks have the bases loaded early on. Wiegand struggling with the first 3 batters. The batter will be Emma Cox, the catcher for Oregon. Cox, a 6-foot sophomore catcher from Thornton, Colorado. She takes the first pitch from Wiegand. Inside for a strike. Cox will be playing her 38th game of the season. A .321 batting average, 4 home runs, had 1 on Friday night against the Terps. 33 RBIs, 13 runs on 36 hits, 17 walks. Yesterday she was 1 for 4 with a single and 2 walks. As Oregon did not have a home run yesterday. That's also something that Coach Carnes has got to like from her squad, as pitcher Hira Booker was in the circle yesterday, threw 145 pitches through 8 innings, a season high for the Terps and a career high dating all the way back to 2005 for Maryland. No pitcher has thrown that many pitches in a game in close to 21 years. It's the pitch from Wiegand, count 2-2. As Cox skies it, going to be behind us, off the top of the concession stand. Behind us here in the radio booth at Robert E. Taylor Stadium. The pitch. Cox keeps the at-bat alive, fouls it off once more. There's the 2-2. The 7th pitch of the at-bat from Wiegand is on its way. The bases are loaded for the Ducks. Cox gets a hold of this one. That's going to send Wilson all the way back at the track. She gets it. She's going to throw it in. It's cut off by Maddie Benson. Oregon takes the lead on the sac fly from Emma Cox.
The center fielder, a redshirt sophomore from Lemon Grove, California, number 11, Iona Shaw.
Iona Shaw will be the batter for Oregon, the center fielder. Pitch from Wiegand, outside, count 1-0. As Shaw, through 38 games played, has a batting average of .364. 1 home run. That was against Iowa on April 5th. It's the pitch from Wiegand. Swing and a miss from Shaw. 12 RBIs, 30 runs on 47 hits, 9 walks, and 13 stolen bases. Yesterday in the game against the Terps, 1 for 4 with 1 single. She's a redshirt sophomore from Lemon Grove, California. Shaw skies that one into the outfield. Calling everybody off will be the second baseman, Jaylee Williams, making the start at second base for out number 2.
86. The shortstop, the freshman from Honolulu, Hawaii, number 1, Karen Ho.
Here is the shortstop, Heron Ho. The freshman from Honolulu, Hawaii, through 30 games played this season, has a batting average of .392, 16 RBIs, 22 runs on 31 hits, 7 walks, and 5 stolen bases. She had an RBI single last game against the Terps, was 1 for 4 on the day. It's the 0-1 from Wiegand. Count is worked to 0-2. Wiegand, the pitch upstairs. Counts work to 1-2. 2 outs for the Terps. That sac fly by Emma Cox is the only run scored for Oregon here in the first inning. That is fouled off in front of the netting on the right side. Count as 1-2 on Taryn Ho with 2 outs. It's the pitch. Ho skies that one foul. Maddie Benson was chasing after it. She couldn't get up there in time. Now goes foul in front of the Maryland dugout. As Taryn Ho will try it again with the count 1-2. Pitch is taken for a ball to count even 2-2. Wiegand is close to 30 pitches here in the first inning. Has faced 6 batters as Ho skies it. Rock and Benson. Benson calling everybody off for out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the first inning. First chance for the Terps as Oregon leads 1-0 via the sac fly. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports. We'll be back from College Park.
Today. The question is, what is the name of the high school in High School Musical? What is the name of the high school in High School Musical? Pitching for Oregon, number 21, Emma Cox. And in the circle for the Ducks, the senior from Ocala, Illinois, number 33, Lindsey Grine.
Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett here with you. The Terps trail 1-0. Start of the bottom half of the first inning. Leadoff batter for the Terps will be Sammy Woods. In the circle for Oregon as Lindsey Grine. As Grine has had a outstanding season so far. 33 games for the for the Ducks, as she comes in with a 2.16 ERA. She is 20-4 overall, 123 innings pitched, 154 strikeouts. Top pitcher in the Big Ten and in the nation. She has thrown almost 2,000 pitches this season. 3 double-digit strikeout performances this season for Oregon. Yesterday, she came in relief in the 7th inning, in the 5th inning, she came in through 4 innings, through 7 strikeouts. She had 8 strikeouts in a complete game on Friday night, where the Ducks won at 11-0 in 5 innings, as Woods works the count to 1-2. Woods had a rough outing yesterday and went 0 for 3 with 1 walk. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Woods slaps that one foul out of play. take a look defensively for the Ducks in the outfield from left to right. As Amari Harper, Amaya Shaw, Elon Butler. That pitch from Lindsey Grind, low in the dirt. The count 2-2. In the infield for the Ducks from left to right is Flannery, Poe, Kalen Jones, and Stephanie Mahake. Behind the dish, catching is Emma Cox. And in the circle is Lindsey Grind. 2-2, the count, the pitch. Pitch to Woods. A little high, count worked full, 3-2. As Woods looks to get on the base pass for Maryland. Pitch. Woods hits that one foul just to the left of Flannery at third. As Maryland will send Woods, Murphy, and Penta all to the plate here at the bottom of the first. Here's the 3-2. Woods lays off. She works the walk as Maryland is aboard. As both leadoff batters work the walk. The batter will be Haley Murphy, the right fielder for the Terps, making her 40th start of the season. In the game yesterday, she went 1 for 4, hit a single, and reached on an error. She has a batting average of .310, 9 RBIs, 18 runs, 35 hits, 11 walks, and 1 stolen base. At the beginning of the season, she was named to the 2026 Big Ten Players to Watch list. There's a 1-0 pitch. Murphy fouls that one off to the left of us here in the press box. It's that 1-1 count. The pitch. Work to 2-1. As Murphy looking to get on base for the first time today. As Woods is on first. The leadoff walk to Woods. As Murphy gets the strike. Count at 2-2. The pitch from Grind. Swing and a miss from Murphy as Grind picks up her first strikeout of the afternoon. Or late morning for that matter. The batter is Mariah Penta, the first baseman for the Terps. The junior from Chesapeake City, Maryland, through 39 games played this season. She has a batting average of 350, 4 home runs in the season, 27 RBIs, 10 runs on 41 hits, and 7 walks. The Auburn transfer comes back home to Maryland. Pentas lifts that one into the left field gap. That one's going to drop for a base hit. Mariah Penta aboard with a single to left field, and that will advance Sammy Woods to second base. As Maryland has 2 runners on with 1 out here in the bottom of the first, they'll bring up third baseman Maddie Benson. As Benson, one of the players to watch coming into this one, as she leads the team in RBIs. Benson has 21 RBIs in the season, 32 games played, 318 batting average, 4 home runs, including a walk-off grand slam against George Washington on March 18th. Had 19 runs on 27 hits and 20 walks. The Louisville transfer yesterday versus Oregon, 1 for 4 with an RBI, single to left field in the fourth inning, a sac fly, and 1 strikeout. As Cox threw back down to Woods at second, as she was back there in time, just in time rather, as Kaylin Jones could not apply the tag in time before Woods was back there. It's the pitch from Grind, swing and a miss from Benson. Count 2-2. Pitch. Benson fouls it off to the left side of home plate. Here's the 2-2 from Grind. The appeal down to second base says that Maddie Benson went around, so she is down via the K. As now 2 strikeouts here in the bottom of the first for Lindsey Grind. Bring on the catcher, Zeta Rock, who had a 2-run homer yesterday to tie it up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Through 39 games played this season, Rock has a batting average of .204, 8 home runs, 25 RBIs, as that one fouled off in front of the netting behind home plate. 25 RBIs, 10 runs on 22 hits, 12 walks. The freshman from Northeast Maryland. Yesterday versus the Ducks, he went 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run and 2 strikeouts. She joined the Terps as a freshman from Northeast Maryland. She was a 5-year varsity letter winner from Carville Academy and helped lead her team to 5 consecutive state championships. Rock had earned 5 first-team All-State honors, was named to NFCA second-team All-Region, and was selected as the 2025 Max Preps Delaware Software Player of the Year. The Northeast Maryland product with 25 RBIs on the season. The 1-2 from Grind. As close call there for Rock as she looked and not take his counts even at 2 apiece. Here's the 2-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the first, the pitch. Upstairs, laid off by Rock. Works the count full to 3-2. Here's the 3-2 from Grind as she has thrown 21 pitches so far this inning. As Rock fouls it off behind us here in the press box. Woods is on second, Penta on first. With 2 outs, 3-2 count here in the bottom of the first. The pitch, Rock fouls it off once more in front of the netting behind home plate. It's the pitch. Rock swings and misses as Lindsey Grind picks up her 3rd strikeout here in the first inning. As we head to the top of the 2nd inning, Oregon out in front, 1-0. We'll be back from College Park. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports.
The question is, what holiday are Floyd and Gabriella celebrating when they first meet? Again, what holiday are Troy and Gabriella celebrating when they first meet? Stop asking Todd Barton for the answers. He's never seen a high school musical. He's a Glee fan. Leading off for the Ducks, the first baseman, a sophomore.
Welcome back to
from San
college.
Diego,
Buttercrap Ken
California,
Friedman
number
here with you
13,
for the start of the second inning
Okay.
on High School Musical Day here at Robert E. Taylor Stadium on the campus of University of Maryland. As the batter will be Stephanie Mahake, the first baseman for the Ducks. Yesterday, Mahake, through 31 games played, has a batting average of .319 as she skies that one up and into the catcher's glove of Zeta Rock for out number one.
A junior from Southern
As
California,
we'll get you the
number
stats
4,
on Mahake the next time she's up.
Addison
Addison Amaral, the designated player, will be the batter for Oregon. Pitch as Amaral shows bunt. That's in play. Picked up by Penta. Throws it back to Williams covering first base for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for the Terps. That's what they want here in the start of the second inning. The batter will be third baseman Katie Flannery. Wears the number 6 for Oregon. Flannery, through 36 games played, the junior infielder from Birmingham, Alabama, has a batting average of .233, 7 RBIs, 12 runs on 20 hits, 15 walks. Yesterday against the Terps, she went 1 for 4 with 1 triple to left center field in the 6th inning. Her line score in Saturday's game. 2 outs here in the top of the second, 2 quick outs for Wiegand. As the lineup will do over to Katie Flannery. On deck is Elon Butler. Then Katie Flannery, the 9-0 hitter for Oregon. 1-0 the count. The pitch from Wiegand on its way. Laid off once more by Flannery. Flannery had a really good defensive play yesterday where she was able to pick up the ball, step on third, and throw it across the diamond in time. It's a good defensive play by Flannery, which kept this game tied at that point 3-3. Oregon would eventually get a sac fly in the 8th inning to win the series 2-0. This is the third game of a 3-game set. Yesterday's final was 4-3 Oregon. Count 2-2 with 2 outs here on the top of the second. The pitch from Wiegand. 2-2. In there, laid off by Flannery. The count has worked full, 3-2. One hit for the Terps. 1 runs and no hits for Oregon as they lead 1-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss from Wiegand. She finishes off the second inning with back-to-back strikeouts. As we head to the bottom half of the second, the Ducks go 1-2-3, no hits, no runs, no errors. The score remains 1-0 Oregon. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports.
The question is, What is the name of the country club in High School Musical 2? Again, what is the name of the country club in High School Musical 2?
Good. Okay. Yeah. Better to be careful than physically.
Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett here with you. The bottom half of the second inning underway. The leadoff batter will be Jaylee Williams.
Williams.
The Terps will send Williams, Fox, and Wilson to the plate here in the bottom of the second. The 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Terps. As Williams, the Appalachian State transfer, the outfielder junior from Bear Creek, North Carolina. The 25 games played, 6 runs on 8 hits, 1 walk, and 1 stolen base. She had a pinch running situation in the 4th inning yesterday where she came off the bench to pinch run as she had not played in roughly a week or so. Last played on April 3rd against Penn State as Grine still in the circle for her 3rd inning of work. I'm sure Melissa Lombardi is going to send Grine out there for most of this game. She was remarkable on Friday night, picking up those 8 strikeouts through 5 innings as the Ducks shut out the Terps 11-0. They had a strong start to their weekend here in College Park, over 3,500 miles away from home in Eugene, Oregon. They'll head back to Eugene, assuming later this afternoon. Take the long 6-hour flight across the country, head back to Jane Stadium to finish off their season as Williams strikes out for Maryland to start off the 2nd inning for the Terps. The batter will be Caroline Fox, the designated player. The North Carolina transfer comes into this game with 36 games played, 218 batting average, 9 RBIs, 7 runs as she fouls off that one to the left side. 218 batting average for Fox, 9 RBIs, 7 runs, 17 hits, and 6 walks. The Knoxville, Tennessee native was 0 for 3 yesterday with 2 strikeouts. The count is 0-1 with 1 out. Pitch. As Brine picked up her 4th strikeout of the game, 3rd consecutive strikeout. Here's the 1-1 from Grine. Low. As Grine points to her catcher, Emma Cox, and says that was a good pitch you called. I'm sure she wants more of that out of Emma Cox. As this game continues, count 2-1. Pitch. Big swing and a miss from Fox. That evens up the count at 2 apiece. As Fox fouls it off in front of us here in the booth. It's a beautiful morning here in College Park. Nothing but clear skies. 65 degrees at first pitch. Going to work its way up to 73. It's been a beautiful weekend all weekend long here in College Park. As Fox swings and misses on Grind's 5th strikeout of the afternoon. That one had a little bit of mustard to it, as that one was a rise ball, but it started a little low and then it reached the glove of Emma Cox. Caroline Fox didn't know what to do except swing out of her shoes on that one. As Grind looking to put the finishing touches on a 1-2-3 inning, as Gracie Wilson will be the batter for the Terps. The left fielder, Wilson, steps into this one with 17 games played, 5 RBIs, 11 runs, 6 hits on 7 walks, and 1 stolen base. The Frederick, Maryland native had 2 strikeouts in yesterday's game, went 0 for 3. She is one of 5 Maryland natives on this Terrapin roster. Here's the 1-1. Wilson skies that one out of play. Followed on top of the contestant stand and out of play. A good crowd on hand today at a late Sunday morning here in College Park. Good mix of Oregon and Maryland fans, as the Oregon fans have traveled across the country to root on their Ducks. Count 3-2. The pitch from Grind, as Wilson is frozen in the box, and that is Grind's 6th strikeout of the afternoon, her 4th consecutive, as the Ducks head to the top of the 3rd inning. 6 strikeouts for Grind, 1-0 lead for Oregon. The Ducks go 1-2-3. We head to the top of the 3rd. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports.
For the race, 2 contestants and Testudo will be racing across the field, and the first to the outer wall wins. Now let's meet our contestants. Racing today, we have Sam, Rachel, and Testudo. Are you ready? On your marks, get set, go! Oh, Rachel is off to a huge start. Testudo. I think Testudo's going to catch her. Wait, are they running back? Rachel's running back to... Oh, my God. I think we have 2 winners on the field. How about a big round of applause for Sam and Rachel? We wish you guys all the best, all the love, all from Maryland softball.
Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett here with you. Start of the 3rd inning. Just witnessed a proposal here on the softball field between 2 Maryland Terrapin fans. Congratulations to them, as top of the 3rd is upon us. Alyssa Wiegand in the circle for her 3rd inning of work. She will face the top of the order in Elon Butler, Kaylin Jones, and Amari Harper. Butler worked the walk first time up. Actually, the top 3 hitters in the Ducks lineup all were walked to start off the game. As Wiegand back out there throws ball number 2. Pitch low in the dirt. Butler showed butt. She laid back on that one. As Butler lays off once more, works the count to 3-1. It's a 3-1 from Wiegand. Called a strike right down the middle. That was a perfect pitch for Wiegand, who works the count full to 3-2. Three-two from Wiegand. Butler skies that one. That's going to send Cornwell to the wall. She's there. Makes the catch for out number one. Halen Jones will be the batter for the Ducks. Here's the second baseman for Oregon. As Jones worked a walk last time up. Pitch. Jones steps out of the box to work the count up to 2-0. Wiegand can't find her zone this afternoon. A couple rise balls have led to 3 consecutive walks for Wiegand to start off this game. She throws her 50th pitch of the ball game as she gets 3 consecutive strikeouts in the last 3 batters. She's in danger of losing Jones as she takes a strike. Jones likes to step out of the box in her stance and then step back in. That is allowed here in softball. Don't usually see that in baseball, but softball that it is allowed where the batters will stand on the edge of the batter's box and step out as the pitch passes them, whether they swing or not. As this time, Jones heads to first base via the check swing, as that is the 4th walk given out by Elisa Wiegand this game. One out here for the Terps. They'll bring up Amari Harper, the left fielder. Harper was the 3rd player to work a walk in the first inning, which would evidently load the bases for Oregon. 1-0 pitch. Takes a strike. Even up the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. The pitch. Harper skies that one. That one is going to be called off by Sammy Woods in the infield. As there's now 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. The catcher, Emma Cox, will be the batter. Sammy Woods barely had a move on that one, as Cox will come up for her 2nd plate appearance. That one's going to be sent back to the center field gap. Woods can't get up there in time. That's a single to center field for Emma Cox if she's aboard with a base hit. Ayanna Shaw will be the batter with 2 on for the Ducks. Jones at 2nd, Cox at 1st. Pitch. Check swing from Shaw. With the count 1-0.
Light's way too long. Wait,
1-0. Pitch. Swing and a miss from Shaw. As last time up, Shaw popped out to second baseman Jaylee Williams. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. 1-1. Wind up. Wigan throws. Shaw falls it off to the right side. Both runners will head back to their designated base paths. Jones will head back to second, and Cox will head back to first. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Wigan. Shaw kind of floats it left, foul into the bullpen for Maryland. As we'll try it again. Count 1 and 2 with 2 outs. Here's the 1-2. Shaw offs that one into the outfield, into the glove of Gracie Wilson and left, and that will retired side for the Ducks. As the Ducks leave 2 runners left on base, we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The score remains 1-0 Oregon. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports.
Maryland softball would like to welcome the following youth teams to today's game. Conley School of the Holy Child Middle School softball team. Ospreys 14 and under. Maryland Express 10 and under. Maryland Express 12 and under. Thanks for spending your day with the Terps. And here's our 4th trivia question. Listen up, fans. The question is, where is High School Musical set at? Where is High School Musical set at?
Thank you.
Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett here with you for the start of the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Caitlin Corwell, Sammy Woods, and Bailey Mercy, the 9-1-2 hitters for the Terps. As Lindsey Grine will be in the circle for her 3rd inning of work. Grine has now 6 strikeouts on the day, 4 consecutive. She's doing what she does best. Leads the league in strikeouts in the Big Ten, and one of the top of the nation. Maryland knew that going into this one. They would see Grine a lot. They have seen her in 3 consecutive games as Cornwell slaps that one to second baseman Kaylin Jones, who flips it out to Mahake at first for out number 1, the 4-3 putout. We head to the top of the order. It will be Woods, Sammy Woods, the batter, for her 2nd plate appearance. Woods works the walk here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. We have Testudo behind me here, the mascot here at Maryland, joining us here in the booth. I don't think we can get him a headset. Join us in the late stages of this game. It'll just be me here the rest of the inning, the rest of the game for that matter, but that's all right. As Grine will look to get Woods here in the 3rd inning as Woods swings and misses. As pitch, Woods showing bunt, falls off in front of the netting behind home plate. As that last ground out by Cornwell was the first ground out of the game for the Terps. That snapped a 4 consecutive strikeouts for Lindsey Grine on the mound. She'll throw her 50th pitch of the game here. as Woods works the count to 2-2. Here's the 2-2. The pitch from Grind. Woods skies that one. That's going to send Jones over a few steps, but she makes the catch for out number 2. And as 8 consecutive hitters retired for Lindsey Grind and the Ducks, he's only allowed one hit, no runs, 1 walk. Grind is in her bag today. As Bailey Murphy, the batter, fouls it off to the left side. As the count is 0-1. As 0 for 1 today is Bailey Murphy. Went down with a strikeout last time up. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Murphy check swings. She does go around as the count is now 1-2. Murphy slaps that one right to the glove of Kaylin Jones to retire the side. Well, the Terps go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Lindsey Grind still shining out there on the mound. Now 9 consecutive outs for the Ducks. We head to the top of the 4th. The score remains 1-0 Oregon. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports.
Will host the 2026 Big Ten softball tournament May 6th through the 9th right here at Maryland Softball Stadium. Don't miss your chance to catch all the action. Single session tickets start at just $19, and all session passes are available for $64. Head over to big10.org/SD/tournament to secure your tickets now. All right, fans, get ready for our next question. The question is, what song in High School Musical 2 is performed on a baseball field? What song in High School Musical 2 is performed on a baseball field? Leading off for Oregon, the shortstop, Taryn Ho.
Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett here with you for the start of the 4th inning. Oregon leads this one 1-0. As the batters will be shortstop Taryn Ho. As the Ducks will send Ho, Mahake, and Emerald to the plate this inning. Wiegand in the circle for her 4th inning of work. 63 pitches thrown so far. The 2-0 count to Wiegand, from Wiegand. On its way, the pitch, low. Works the count to 3-0. As Wiegand looks to pick up her first strikeout here in the 4th inning. It will be her 4th consecutive if she's able to do so. Here's the 3-1 from Wiegand. The pitch. Ho hits that one. Off the glove of Benson. She picks it up. Throws late. Not in time, though, as Ho reaches first. Nice hustle by Taryn Ho as she beats out the strong throw from Maddie Benson. That ball went off of her glove, in between her legs. She picked it up another nicely. She threw across the diamond, but just not enough time to get Taryn Ho for the first out of the 4th inning. The batter will be Stephanie Mahake. Mahake, the first baseman from Honolulu, Hawaii. Mahake hits that one into the left field gap. That one's going to work for a base hit as the Ducks have 2 runners aboard. Mahake on first base with Taryn Ho on second.
The designated player, Edison Amaral.
Edison Amaral will be the batter for the Ducks. Designated player went down with a strikeout last time up. As Amaral looks to keep the hit parade going for the Ducks as time is called. Melissa Lombardi out to talk to the home plate umpire. We'll have a pinch hitter for Mahake. That'll be number 17, Reagan Legg.
California, Reagan Legg.
Legg will pinch run for the 2nd consecutive game for Mahake. Amaral shows bunt. She hits it. She looks to advance the runners. Throw down to first. She gets as Rock gets her, but Amaral does the job as advances the runners to 2nd and 3rd. As Flannery, the 9-hole hitter, will be the batter for Oregon. Flannery went down with a strikeout last time up. As she looks to advance the runners and bring home at least one of the Ducks. That would be Taryn Ho at 3rd base. Amaral goes to 2nd via the force out at 1st. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Flannery fouls it off in front of the netting behind home plate. The Ducks look for a series sweep this afternoon and a happy flight back to Eugene, as it will be their 4th series sweep of the season if they're able to do so, as Flannery skies that one into the infield. Calling everybody off is the 2nd baseman, Jaylee Williams, for out number 2. The Ducks stay put on the base pass. We head to the top of the order and Elon Butler for her 3rd plate appearance.
Right fielder, Elon Butler.
As Butler went down with a strikeout. She's 0 for 1 so far today. Worked a walk in the 1st inning via the backwards K in the 3rd. The pitch from Wiegand on its way. It's low. The count 1-0. As Wiegand, I'm sure, would like to get some more strikeouts, finish this inning off with a strikeout, but she's done a decent job in the circle so far, just allowing that 1 run via the sac fly, leaving the runners on the base pass for the Ducks. As her and Kara Booker's pitching style is quite similar. We saw Kara Booker go all 8 innings yesterday, 145 pitches thrown, something unheard of here in Robert E. Taylor Stadium in College Park. As Booker did a great job, she gets much-deserved rest today, as the Terps will finish off a 3-game set against the Ducks. Wiegand looking to finish off the job here in the 4th inning with 2 outs. The pitch to Butler, right down the middle for a strike. 3-1 the count. Great crowd on hand. Lots of 12U softball traveling teams coming to College Park today to root on their Terps. As Butler works to walk to load the bases for Oregon. Here is the 1-0 batter from the batter will be Kalen Jones. He's worked 2 consecutive walks to start off the game. The 1-0 pitch from Wiegand is on its way. The windup taken there for a strike by Jones. As Jones steps out of the box a few steps, gets back in it. The count's even 1-1. Wiegand looked to keep the runners stranded as timeout called by Melissa Lombardi. Call her players over. Assistant coach also over there to converge in the huddle just in front of the Maryland dugout, as Wiegand and Rock will have a conversation in the circle, try to talk over some strategy to get Kalen Jones out and leave the runners on the base paths with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. As Rock and Wiegand will finish their conversation in the circle, Rock will head back behind the dish, get going, and finish off Jones. The pitch from Wiegand, this will be her 80th pitch of the game. Counts work to 2-1. As Jones is showing bunt with the 2-1 pitch thrown by Wiegand. She pulls back and takes it for a strike. Counts even at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Bases are loaded for Oregon. Jones will show bunt. The payoff from Wiegand. The pitch fouled off by Jones to the left of us here in the press box. Pitch. Jones fouls it off once more. Here's the 2-2 with 2 outs. Jones pops it up. That's going to send ones back there, coming over and calling everybody off as Gracie Wilson. And the inning is over. Alyssa Wiegand, strong outing in the 4th inning as they lead the Oregon Ducks loaded on the base paths as the score remains 1-0 Oregon. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports.
Today, who was the drama teacher in High School Musical? Again, who is the drama teacher in High School Musical? And Turf fans, the votes have been tallied, and we have your High School Musical song of the game. The winning song tonight, as voted on by you, the fans, is Sweet Caroline. 1969.
Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett here with you. Start of the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Terps will be batting. We'll start off with Mariah Penta, the third hole hitter. The Terps will send the 3-4-5 hitters to the plate this inning. Penta, Maddie Benson, and Zeta Rock. It's the first pitch to Mariah Penta is taken there for a strike. Penta reached base via this single to left field. Her first time up. Penta fouls it off behind us here in the press box. That's going to land in the lacrosse field. This is the next field over from the softball stadium. His grinds 0-2. Penta fouls it off once more. That one off the light post here behind us in the press box. That one's going to stay in play, though. Lindsey Grind doing a tremendous job in the circle. 6 strikeouts so far. At one point, she had 4 consecutive. That was back in the second and third innings. She works the counts of 1 and 2 to Penta. Grind, as we know, one of the most dominant pitchers in the nation, leads the Big Ten in strikeouts with now 160. Penta fouls it off again. That one's going to land in the lacrosse field once more. Behind us here in the booth. It's the 1-2 pitch from Grind. Penta looks to reach. She lays off. That pitch was chest high to Penta. Count has worked to 2 and 2. The 2-2. Penta fouls it off the glove of Emma Cox. As Maryland will keep the at-bat alive from Penta. There's the 2-2 with no outs here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Penta hits that one right to Flannery. She backs up a few steps across the diamond to Mahake. She pulls Mahake off the bag, and Penta has reached first safely via the error by Stephanie Mahake. And Flannery threw it on line to Mahake, but Mahake just didn't know where her feet were on first, as they were not on the bag, so Penta reaches first. That's the first error for the Ducks today. Lineup will do over to Maddie Benson. Extra game pitch hitter for Maddie Benson, as it will be number 13, Gracie Solars, will be making her series debut against the Ducks. Solars, the senior from Reba, Maryland, this will be her 22nd game played. We will see what Solars can do on the base path, as Solars will be pinch running for Penta, and in the box will be Maddie Benson. Benson went down with a strikeout in the first inning, and that was the first of many for Lindsey Grind. As Benson check swings, strike for the Terps. Count 1 and 2 to Benson. A 1-2 pitch. Benson swings and misses for Grind's 7th strikeout of the game. Benson 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Zeta Rock come up to bat as she is fresh off a 2-home run game yesterday against the Ducks. She went down with a strikeout in the first inning. Here's the pitch from Grind. Rock fouls it off in front of us here in the press box. The count 0-1. Ducks lead this one 1-0. 2 hits each for both squads. 1 error for the Ducks. Zeta Rock swings and misses in that one. Grind is looking for number 8, which will tie for series high against the Terps. The pitch. Check swing. Runner did not go. And laying off his Rock. This counts 1-2. The 1-2 from Grind. Rock lays off once more. That one was a little bit closer than the previous pitch. Rock trying to find her zone. The pitch just waist high. Just below the letters for Rock. The 2-2 from Grind. Swung on and missed once more. That's Grind's 8th strikeout of the afternoon. For the Ducks, 2 outs. The batter will be Jaylee Williams, the second baseman in this game for the Terps. Went down with a strikeout in her first plate appearance. The pitch from Grind, swing and a miss from Williams. Grind has now thrown 10 consecutive strikes in this inning alone. She could have an immaculate inning after giving up an error, which was not her fault in the first batter. She's coming back strong here in the 4th inning. 0-2. And Grind look for her 9th strikeout of the day. Here's the 0-2. Williams staying alive with a foul tip off the end of the bat. Here's the 0-2 to Williams. The pitch. And she swings and misses. That's Grind's 9th consecutive strikeout. 3 strikeouts in a row in this inning alone for Lindsey Grind. She's what we call wheeling and dealing here at Robert E. Taylor Stadium on the campus of the University of Maryland. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports. Oregon leads this one 1-0.
April 15th. Minister taxes, fine taxes. We'll see you right back here in Maryland Softball Stadium at 6 o'clock next Wednesday against Howard. And fans, it's time for our final trivia question. Get those pens and papers ready. The question is, what is Troy Bolton's basketball number? Again, what is Troy Bolton's basketball number? If you've answered the questions and mark your answer sheet, bring it up to the marketing table. The first person to submit the correct answers wins a Maryland prize pack. And don't forget to stay after today's game to get autographs from your Terps. Autographs will take place on the concourse behind the Maryland dugout. Again, right after today's game, autographs from your Terps. Autographs will take place on the concourse behind the Maryland dugout.
Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett here with you for the start of the 5th inning. The batter will be Amari Harper, as Oregon will send their 3-4-5 hitters to the plate this inning. Lisa Wiegand in the circle for her 5th inning of work. She will throw her 86th pitch of the game. Wiegand. With 3 strikeouts in the afternoon, only allowing 2 hits on 1 run. Harper fouls it off to the left of us here in the press box. Get sunburned on the back of your neck. Get sunburned. As Wiegand will pitch 2-0 and 2-1 count. Pitch. Harper hits that one to the right field gap. And Amari Harper is aboard with a single to right field. As Lombardi will substitute for the Ducks. The pinch runner will be Elise Crescio. Pitch. Count 1-0 to Emma Cox. As Wiegand in the circle throws it at 1-1 pitch. As Harper leads off for the Ducks with a single to right field. As McCox fouls that off to the right of us down the first base side near the Oregon bullpen. As Cox skies that one out of play, Betty Benson chasing after it. And all of a sudden, coming over for it is Sammy Woods. She makes a beautiful catch in foul territory for out number 1.
The center fielder, Ayana Shaw.
Pitch. Shaw drops down a bunt. Straight to Maddie Benson over in time. No, is the call from the first base umpire. As Shaw reaches first via the infield single.
The shortstop, Karen Ho.
As Karen Ho will be the batter. As Ho takes a strike. Start off her at bat. As Ho is 0 for 1 to reach on an error last time up. As she popped out to the third baseman. Her first plate appearance as Ho slices that one to the left field gap. That one's going to work. It's going to drop for a base hit. The Ducks are loaded. As runners on first, second, and third for Oregon.
The first baseman, Stephanie Mahake.
With one out, Stephanie Mahake will come up to the plate. But it's the pitch. Mahake leans into that one for a strike. Single to left center field last time up. Had a pop out to the catcher, Zeta Rock, first plate appearance. Okay, skies that one deep to left center field. Gracie Wilson back there, and that's a grand slam for the Ducks. Stephanie Mahake launches that one deep into the College Park sky as Oregon takes in full control of this one. They now have a 5-0 lead, and Wiegand gives up her second grand slam of the season as Lauren Karn will, I'm assuming, make a switch in the circle as that one was mashed by Mahake. That is Mahake's 5th home run on the season, her first career grand slam as a Duck, and Oregon takes commanding lead in this one, 5-0. Six hits on 5 runs for the Ducks with 1 out, and Karn surprisingly leaves Wiegand out there as Wiegand will get ready to throw her 100th pitch after already giving up a grand slam and an earlier sac fly. But so far, besides the grand slam, Wiegand has done a great job in the circle, just limiting the damage up until that moment. A couple walks and a couple base hits, but overall, she did a great job. She has done a great job as now for 101st pitch of the game, the 0-1 strike, the 0-1 pitch, excuse me, leans in there for a strike to Addison Emerald, the designated player in today's game, was a second baseman yesterday for the Ducks. Emerald fouled it off out of play. As the Oregon fans inside Robert E. Taylor Stadium were full of joy when that grand slam was called. As Emerald fouls that one off into the parking lot down the left side. It's the pitch. The 1-2. As Emerald just passed behind us here in the press box, gonna land in the line of spectators in the concession stand. As that one goes out of play. As Emerald hits that one right to Maddie Benson across the diamond to Mariah Penta for out number 2. Melissa Lombardi will call time to make a switch. I believe we'll have a pinch hitter here. Yes, indeed, we do. As the pinch hitter will be number 66, Amanda Urbina, the freshman infielder from Whittier, California. Last played on March 20th against Purdue. It's her 3rd game played this season with 1 strikeout on the year. Urbina, will be pinch hitting for Katie Flannery in the 9th. The 0-1 pitch from Wiegand. Urbina slices that one foul. Pitch. Swing and a miss from Urbina. And that will retire the side as she goes down swinging for Wiegand's fourth strikeout of the afternoon. We head to the bottom half of the inning. The Oregon Ducks lead this one 5-0 via the grand slam from Stephanie Mahake. Her first career grand slam, her 5th home run on the season. Oregon out in front, 5-0. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports.
Happy birthday, Jordan softball. And thanks for spending your special day right here with the Turf. Leading off for Maryland, the second baseman.
Caroline Fox will be the batter for the Terps as we welcome you back to the bottom of the 5th inning here at College Park. Oregon in control, 5-0. I'm Cam Crossett here with you. Terps will send Fox, Wilson, and Cornwell to the plate here in the 5th. Lindsey Grine in the circle for her 5th inning of work, already throwing 9 strikeouts. Grine gets a strike to start off the at-bat to Fox. Fox making her 2nd plate appearance of this game. Had a strikeout back in the 2nd inning. As Fox fouls it off, Urbina will be in the field at third base, taking over for Katie Flannery. So it appears that Flannery's day is done in the 9-hole for the Oregon Ducks. As Fox gets a single to left center field, that one's going to drop for a base hit. Fox rounding second. She's in there with a 2-bagger. Carolyn Fox lead off base hit for the Terps. The batter will be Gracie Wilson, the left field.
In the Fort Myers, Florida, number 53. Hey,
Gracie Wilson, or excuse me, the Gracie Wilson will be pinch hit for by Sage Rodmeyer. As Rodmeyer will step into the batter's box. She pinch hit yesterday and went down with a strikeout. Rodmeyer wears the number 53 for the Terps. The Fort Myers, Florida native has 13 games played under her belt for the Terps. 320 batting average, 8 hits on 3 runs. She was a remarkable player at Fort Myers High School, earning Offensive Player of the Year honors in 2022, Defensive Player of the Year honors in 2023, All-State and First Team All-Area Region recognition in 2024. The infielder, the pinch hitter for Gracie Wilson here in the 5th inning. Here's the 2-0 from Grine. take it upstairs for a walk, or excuse me, for a ball to work the walk. Count is 3-0. Maryland debuting their Maryland flag helmets today. They got the Maryland flag outline on top of the helmet as they're going with all red jerseys. The helmet, part of the Under Armour edition that Maryland has debuted this season. Maryland in their partnership with Under Armour. As Rodmeyer slices that one into the left center field gap. She's aboard with a pinch hit single as Rodmeyer is fired up. She gets her first hit. Her first hit of the game, her 9th hit of the season. She does the job for Gracie Wilson, and she will be pinch ran for by Wilson at first base. Runners on the corners for the Terps. They're in business. The batter will be Caitlin Cornwell.
Gracie Wilson re-enters the game. Back further than the purple stage Rodmeyer. And up batting for your Terps, the center fielder. Cornwell.
As Melissa Lombardi will head out, talk to her pitcher, and the infield will come in. The outfielders will also come in center field to talk things over amongst themselves. And we will take a break here on WMUC Sports. Terps in business. Runners on the corners. Trail 5-0. Welcome back. Cam Crossett here with you. The mound visitors over for the Ducks, and we're back to playing. Cornwell in the batter's box. She grounded out to the second baseman first time up. Cornwell slaps that one into center field. Shaw barely has to move. Not deep enough for Fox to come home to score. So that is the first out of the inning for the Ducks. As the lineup will do over to the top of the order, and Sammy Woods. It's Woods, her third plate appearance today. 0 for 1 so far. Worked the walk in the first inning and popped out to the second baseman, Caitlin Jones, last time. Pitch. Woods skies that one way up into the glove of Emma Cox. And she was right there to make the out for out number 2. So back-to-back pop-up for Sammy Woods. Bailey Murphy, the batter for the Terps, the right fielder. The pitch from Grind. Followed off by Murphy to the left side of the Maryland dugout, out of play. Pitch. Murphy lays off to work the count to 2-1. It's 2-1. Followed off by Murphy yet again to the left side of Maryland dugout, out of play. Two. The pitch from Grind. Outside. Work the count full 3-2. A lot of Oregon fans did not like the call that time, as Maryland seemed to have got away with one. As Murphy works the walk and Grind, not too happy, as he tells Ernfield to shake it off, as Maryland has loaded the bases.
First baseman.
Mariah Penta, the batter for the Terps. 1 for 1 today with a single to left field in the first inning and reached on an error last time up. Penta fouls that one off behind us here in the press box, way out of play. That one's going to reach the lacrosse field behind us. The pitch. 1-1 to count. It's the 1-1. Penta skies that one. Drifting out of play. Mahake on her way. She can't get there in time. That ball roll foul. Count 1-2. And they are now one pitch away from getting out of the inning. If Grind get Penta to swing and miss here, that will be her 10th strikeout of this game. Already at 9, one shy from her season high of 10. That was back in February against Kentucky. But Penta says you're not going to get the tie today, as she slices that one into the center field gap for a 2-run RBI base hit, and the Terps are on the board. That one's going to score Gracie Wilson and Caroline Cox. Mariah Penta in business for the Terps. They trail 5-2.
Third baseman.
The batter will be Maddie Benson, the third baseman for the Terps. Terps get their first runs today off a 2-run single off the bat of Mariah Penta. Penta will be on first. And Bailey Murphy will be on second. Grind for 1-0 pitch. Benson fouls it off, as she has just thrown her 100th pitch of the game. Lindsey Grind. Pitch. As count is 1-2. As Grind looking to get out of this inning. They're giving up that RBI from Penta. Terps are not going to go away quietly. The pitch down low, 2-2. Terps continuously fight back each and every game. They've done so all season, but they just can't finish it off, as we've seen so far this season, as they battled back to cut this lead down to 3. Pitch. Benson gets it right to Urbina at third base and steps on the bag to retire to side, but not until the Terps get 2 via the RBI. We head to the top of the 6th. Oregon leads it 5-2. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports.
Goodbye. Fans, again, don't forget to stay after today's game to get autographs from your Turks. Autographs will take place on the concourse behind the Maryland dugout. Again, don't forget to stay after today's game to get autographs from your Maryland softball team. Autographs will take place on the concourse behind the Maryland dugout. Now in the circle for Maryland, a softball out of Boca Raton, Florida. For 28, Aubrey Woods.
Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett. Oregon leads this one 5-2. New pitcher in the circle for the Terps will be number 28, Aubrey Wurst. As Weekend's day is done, we'll get the numbers on her momentarily. Wurst, a a sophomore from Boca Raton, Florida. She's making her 19th appearance today. She's 2 for 5, 6.76 ERA, 48 innings pitched with 33 strikeouts. And Friday night, she went 2 1/3 innings, gave up 1 hit and 4 runs for Maryland. She is a colleague of mine and many WMBC broadcasters as she does sideline reporting for the women's basketball teams. Worse has worked alongside myself, Peter Kelly, and among others in this past season during the women's basketball season. She is also covers sideline reporting for CBS Sports and the Big Ten Network. She does a great job in her journalism coverage of Maryland athletics, and lucky to have her on the call with us during basketball season. The count is 1-2 to Elon Butler, who is making her 3rd plate appearance of this game. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout with 3 walks. 2 for 2, the count from Wurst. The count is 3-2. She's worked it full. That pitch skies off the top of the glove of Rock as Butler works the walk for her third walk of the game, her 2nd consecutive. The batter will be Kaylin Jones, the second baseman for the Ducks. She's 0 for 1 today. It's her 4th plate appearance, has 2 walks so far. As Wurst throws a ball, worked to count to 1-1. One as Jones works out of the box to work the count to 2-1 with the ball. As Wurst takes a strike, 2-2. The count now to Jones. Jeez. Gets Jones on the ropes. Pitch. Jones skies that one into the infield. Sammy Woods calling everybody off for a great catch for out number 1. Amari Harper will be the batter for Oregon. The left fielder is 1 for 1 today. Or excuse me, 1 for 2. They single to right field in the 5th, and they pop out to shortstop Sammy Woods in the 3rd inning. Worked a walk first time.
The left fielder, Amari.
As Butler still there on first base. Harper looks to add onto this Oregon lead. The pitch. Count has worked to 1-0. Count's worked to 2-0. Worst has done a decent job so far in her outings. On Friday, she faced a minimum of 5 batters, gave up those 4 runs with 5 batters, all coming with 4 out of the 5 coming across the score. It was a bases clearing triple that she gave up to start off the hit parade for Oregon, and then she gave up another run in the late stages of that 5th inning, which would allow Amari Harper to come up the bat to finish things off with a run rule walk-off home run on Friday to make it an 11-0 victory for the Ducks. 3-1 count from Worst. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Worst works it full. The 3-2. It's the 3-2 pitch from Worst. Inside, Harper has to turn her head to avoid being hit. She's aboard with the walk. So 2 walks given up by Worst here in the top of the 6th inning.
The catcher, Emma Cox.
They'll bring up catcher Emma Cox. A single, an RBI sac fly. RBI via the sac fly, excuse me. In the first time up, she is 2 for 3. It's pop out to Sammy Woods, the shortstop, last time up. The wind starting to be a factor here in College Park. It's blowing in from behind home plate, so that shouldn't affect batters too much. It's not like yesterday, as that wind was blowing from the outfield inwards, which was leaving the ball in the yard. As that's not the case today, though. The 0-2 pitch upstairs. Counts work to 1-2. Pitch. Cox slices that one into center field, and that is gone. Emma Cox gets a 3-run home run and extends this lead to 8-2 Oregon, as Cox has her 5th home run on the season, her 2nd home run of the series, in Oregon in complete control of this one, up by 6. As that one got out of here in a hurry, as Lauren Carnes comes out to talk to the home plate umpire, as now all 3 umpires will convene just beyond the circle, as Emma Cox will get a home run, as mentioned, her 5th home run of the season, 2nd home run of the series, as Oregon keeps pouring it on here in College Park, as Worst gives up her 2nd home run of the series to Oregon. Her home run given up on Friday was to Amari Harper, and this one A 3-run shot given up by Amari Cox. Or excuse me, Emma Cox, as Amari Harper did come across the score on that one as well. That one scored Harper, Butler, and Cox. Now, Cox up to 36 RBIs on the season.
Yeah. For Golden Hills, California, number 24, Riley McCoy.
We have a pinch hitter for Amaya Shaw. It'll be number 24, Riley McCoy. McCoy, sophomore infielder from Agora Hills, California, pinch hitting, making her 27th appearance this season. Has 3 home runs on the year, 17 RBIs, 9 runs on 11 hits, and 15 walks. She last played on Saturday against Iowa on April the 4th, where she pinch hit and was awarded base via the walk. As Worse loses McCoy to a 3-0 count. Oregon already hitting 2 home runs today, 1 grand slam and 1 3-run blast. As McCoy works the walk, so she's aboard. Lombardi will come out to let the umpire know of the pinch runner.
For Riley McCoy, number 11, Shaw.
Enter
And
as the
batting
pinch
for
runner
the shortstop,
for
Henry
McCoy.
Lowe.
Batter will be Taryn Ho, the shortstop for the Ducks. As the count worked to 1-1 to Ho. She's 1 for 2 today, reached on an error, single to left field, and popped out to the third baseman, Maddie Benson. It's Worst. Throws the 1-1, laid off by Ho, works out to 2-1. Pitch. Ho puts that one into the center field, coming over for it and calling everybody off as Caitlin Cornwell for out number 2.
The first baseman, Stephanie Mahake.
Stephanie Mahake, the batter for the Ducks, fresh off a grand slam last inning, which broke this game open. As Worst, we'll see her for the first time today. Mahake slices that one foul into the stands towards the Oregon bullpen. There's the 1-1 pitch upstairs. Counts 2-1. As Worst looking to get out of the inning, just a little hurt after giving up that 3-run homer. Maryland with work to do with only 2 innings remaining. Mahake fouls it off. Counts 2-2. 2 outs here. Aubrey Worst looking to get the job done here in the 6th inning.
Are you sorry to ask? Like,
Pitch. Mahake fouls it off. Count is 2-2. Mahake looks to reach base. The pitch. Mahake swings at that one. Woods is back there with the basket catch to retire the side. We head to the bottom half of the sixth inning. Oregon tags on 3 more via the 3-run home run off the bat of Emma Cox. Score is 8-3 Ducks, or excuse me, 8-2 Ducks. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports. Welcome back to College Park for the bottom half of the sixth inning. The Terps coming to bat. This inning, let's see, Grind, see Rock, Williams, and Fox. Grind tying her season high 10 strikeouts this season as she looks for her season high here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. As Zeta Rock checks into her third plate appearance and 0 for 2 so far with 2 strikeouts. Pitch. Rock fouls it off out of play in front of the netting behind home plate. 1-1 the count. As Ryan works the count to 1-2. Rock looking to be the first hitter to reach base this inning. Maryland with 5 hits and 2 runs to Oregon 7 hits on 8 runs. It's a 2-2 pitch from Grind on its way. Low. Looks the count full, and actually the ump called her out on the via the frozen rope strikeout. The backwards K for Rock as she goes down. From up here, it looked a little low, but nonetheless, it was called a strike. We head over to the second batter of the inning in Jaylee Williams. And that is now 11 strikeouts for Grind this game, matching her, passing her season high. Now a new season high for Grind and 11 strikeouts in this game. She passed her previous mark of 10 strikeouts, which was held on February 21st against Kentucky. As the batter, Williams, 0 for 2 so far with 2 strikeouts. Pitch. Bounces over the head of Cox. Counts 1-2. Oregon looks to finish things off here, just an inning and a third left. They're in the bottom of the sixth inning. One out for the Terps. They look to get as much as they can as they skies that one into left field. Calling everybody off is Amari Harper for out number 2. The batter will be Caroline Fox, the designated player. Last time she had a double left center field, went down with a strikeout for her first time up. Fox looks to keep this inning alive. With 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Pitch. Fox skies that one into the outfield, calling everyone off as Amaya Shaw in center. And the Terps go 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We head to the 7th. The score is 8-2 Oregon. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports.
Thanks. They might be supposed to be long right now.
Oregon, the designated player number 4, Addison Emerald.
Welcome back to College Park. I'm Cam Crossett. Start of the 7th inning. The batters will be Amaral, Urbina, and Butler. The 8-9-1 hitters for the Ducks. Aubrey Wurst in the circle for her 2nd inning of work. 35 pitches thrown in the 6th inning for Wurst. She gave up that 3-run homer to Emma Cox, which leads us to where we are now at 8-2 with the Ducks out front. It's been a great weekend of softball here in College Park, as Maryland will look to close out the homestand next weekend against the Fighting Illini. 3-game set starts on Friday night at 6 p.m., followed by a 2 p.m. start on Saturday and a 12 p.m. start on Sunday. Third game of a 3-game series between the Ducks and the Terps in the 7th inning. Adderall is 0 for 3 today with a strikeout first time up and 2 groundouts. Emerald looking to get on base any way she can. It's worse. Her rise ball turned into a low ball there as that one went into the dirt, bounced in front of the catcher Rock. She's going to try it again. Works the count to 2-2. The pitch to Emerald followed off in front of the Maryland dugout. As Oregon will look to board a happy flight home to Eugene as Amaral fouls that one off to the left side. They got a big series on Friday in Eugene. It's with the Washington Huskies coming to town, a big rival of the Ducks. The 3-game set for them will start at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific out in Eugene. The 3-2 pitch from Worst. Skied out of play just behind me here in the press box. Narrowly over my head as a few young girls go out and get the ball behind me. And rule here at Robert E. Taylor's, they have to return a foul ball to a member of the Terps athletic staff. As Amaral skies that one into the glove of Mariah Penta, route number 1.
The third baseman, Urbina.
Urbina will be the batter. Amanda Urbina, the third baseman who took over for Katie Flannery in the 5th inning. Urbina, an infielder from Whittier, California. He skies that one on the 0-1 pitch to right field into the glove of Bailey Murphy for out number 2. And the lineup will do over to the top of the order in Elon Butler.
The right fielder, Elon Butler.
Pitch. Butler skies that one foul into the seats, out of play. As Butler is 0 for 1 with 3 walks on the day. Had a strikeout back in the 3rd inning. Pitch. Worst is pitched right down the middle for a strike. 0-2 with 2 outs. Worst has done a decent job here in the 7th inning. Looking to get out of the inning. Keep Maryland alive in the bottom half of the 7th. As Butler lines that one into the glove of Benson. Easy turn. But unfortunately, that one is foul. That one bounced off the foul line. The third base foul line, into the glove of Benson. But before it got there, it went foul just a few inches to the left. And that is the result for Butler. So she'll try it again. The 6th pitch of the at-bat from Worst be on its way. Butler whizzes past my right ear as that one goes out of play. That one foul for the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, Aubrey Worst. She lights up Elon Butler and says, see you in the 7th inning. We head to the bottom half of the 7th. Oregon leads this one 8-2. Aubrey Worst doing a tremendous job in that inning. Keeping Oregon where they need to be. Leading 8-2, 6-run advantage. We head to the bottom half of the 7th. Last chance for the Terps. Keep it right here on WMUC Sports. Welcome back to College Park. Cam Crossett here with you for the bottom half of the seventh inning. Lindsey Grind in the circle for her seventh inning of work. Looking for her 12th strikeout, already 11 on the day. Her season high as Anna McGowan will be pinch hitting for Sage Rodmeyer in the 8-hole, as the Terps will send McGowan, Cornwell, and Woods to the plate as McGowan hits it right to the shortstop, Taryn Ho, for out number 1. Caitlin Cornwell will be the batter. Cornwell with their third plate appearance. 0 for 2 so far today. For a ground out in the first inning for Cornwell, and then a strikeout her second time up, as Maryland looks to get what they can here in the bottom of the 7th to avoid a sweep of the Oregon Ducks. Murphy skies that one out of play. That is Cornwell batting. Murphy is on deck. She'll be the last chance for the Terps if Cornwell cannot reach base here. Cornwell lollipops it, but Grind says, "I got it," in the circle for Oregon, as Sammy Woods, the final at bat for the Terps. Last chance here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Terps have to put something in play to avoid the sweep. They trail this one 8-2. The pitch. Pitch to Woods. 1-0 count. Woods skies it, calling everybody off as Ho. She's got it, and the game is over. Oregon gets the sweep of the Maryland Terrapins this weekend. Today's final score, 8-2 Oregon. They'll head back to Eugene on a happy flight as they sweep the Terrapins 3-0. The Ducks head out of College Park with an overall record of 32-9, 13-2 in conference. On the other side, the Terps struggles continue this season. Their overall record falls to 14-26, just 1-16 in conference. They will host Illinois Fighting Illini in their final homestand of the season next weekend. Join us on Friday. We're back on the radio with Adam Whitman and Jack Swerd on the call. The first of 3 against the Illini. We thank you so much for listening this weekend. I'm Cam Crossett. We hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. So long from College Park.
April 15th at 6 p.m. when they take on the Howard Bison.